Jerry Gidel is our new commentator. Jerry is going to speak about the week's performance on grains. And we are seeing soybeans above $10 a bushel. So that's one of the issues we are going to discuss.
Makes sense there, Louis. It's definitely been a while since we've been above $10.
Yeah, so how do you see that? Why is that happening?
Well, we've had a couple different things this week. The NOPA crush came out earlier on the 15th. That particular number was maybe just a shade less than the trade was looking for, but still a very good number. 8 months in a row, we were at record levels on that in the U.S., and that really kind of speaks to the general demand here for soybeans and soybean meal, and I think also the issues in Argentina this last year with their major pressure down there having financial issues, and that probably helped shift a few things to the U.S. here on meal shipments and things of that nature. So that definitely was a positive. It was a little less than expected, but overall the exports themselves have been fabulous here as China's been in on a consistent 2 or 3 week period here buying beans on a pretty regular basis, and that's helped really firm things up here.
And how do you analyze those crush numbers we are seeing on the screen?
Well, I'd say that the interesting thing is that because of the numbers I have up there included the adjustment factor going to the national number. NOPA traditionally numbers fluctuate from 9 to 11 million difference depending on the seasonality, what's going on. I kind of feel like that this month we're going to be around 10 or so. This is at the end of the season. I think NOPA took a little bit of an early downtime to get prepared for the fall season. I think this coming month, then the non-NOPA members in that, Ambrasa, by the way, is one of those south of Chicago here, is not a NOPA member. And so they'll probably be strong this month and then be down next month. So that's the kind of thing. Overall, very good trend. And then the second part of this thing, looking at the nationwide numbers down there on a quarterly basis, other than a little bit of slippage last fall on these crush versus a year ago, we've had great numbers all the way through. And I think that sets us up for some real strong numbers coming again here for sure the first half of the year. And probably I think the USDA's crush of 21.80 for the coming year might even be a tad short, but we need to have further activity in this coming year before we could really say that.
Yes, and how are you evaluating corn? Again, corn is improving also.
Oh yeah, corn is jumping up big time. It's not having the high flyer activity that we've seen in beans here, primarily because of the fact that the carryover stock that the USDA come up with last month at 2.5, and they adjusted down some of their demand numbers, 2.5 billion bushels versus metric numbers around the world. I still think of the old style imperial numbers, so I'm sorry I'm not in the funky world of metrics, but too late for me. That all being said, the 2.5 billion, that's still above the 2.2 for this year. That's going to be quite interesting. I think the subject matter for next week is going to be looking at those stocks number on the 30th. We'll wait for that scenario at that time. But in reality of it is that the corn side of things, yield-wise, the dryness in that will possibly reduce our yields going into the October report, like they might be doing in the soybeans, because interestingly enough, we did have a very nice little week's worth of cool and wet weather last week in the eastern and well, from Iowa all the way eastbound, but it didn't catch some of the southern Illinois, southern Indiana areas. And now there's some concern that those states will slip because of those areas, and they're significant, could compensate for the stabilization in the other few other northern states there.
Yeah, you'll see Jerry here every week. So if you like him, please click the like button and subscribe to us. Jerry is a very clever analyst.
Well, thank you for your analysis of what I try to do. I try to keep thinking ahead. I think the one key feature for people watching ahead here is that if you look back in history, we've had problems around the 1050 to 1065, 70 zone on nearby beans. And we're approaching that right now. And so the other twist of it is my hometown in Western Iowa, where I grew up, there's a 60-cent basis. So that really clicks into a 1060 price. $10 bills are always something that gets people excited.
Yeah. Thank you, Jerry. See you next time.
Take care, sir. Good to be with you.
Okay. Thank you.